These surveillance images allegedly show a poison plot caught on camera. A California dermatologist now indicted by a grand jury, charged with attempting to repeatedly poison her husband with Drano by pouring it into his tea. Officials announced Yua Yu, known as Emily, faces 3 felony counts of poisoning and 1 felony count of domestic battery with corporal injury. Yu's husband of a decade, radiologist Jack Chen, allegedly caught her in the act 3 separate times last July via video cameras he set up in the family's kitchen.
So they actually set up video and audio in almost every room of the home, which ended up recording the acts of abuse by Dr. Yu.
In a restraining order Chen filed last year, he wrote the videos show him taking a sip of his still hot lemonade, covering the cup with saran wrap, and then of Emily taking the Drano from under the sink, removing the covering to pour the Drano, and then replacing the cellophane. He'd installed the cameras after initially noticing a strange taste in his teas, according to the district attorney's office. His attorney also says he was diagnosed with gastritis and stomach ulcers last summer and started wondering if there might be a sinister cause.
I don't think she was trying to kill him. I think she wanted him to suffer.
After the cameras captured the alleged poisoning, Chen gave samples of the tea to the Irvine Police Department, who turned them over to the FBI for testing. They confirmed that the substance was consistent with liquid drain cleaner. The couple married in 2012 and have 2 children under the age of 10. Chen's attorney alleges Yu abused the whole family.
The evidence is going to show that she was a long-term perpetrator of domestic violence, was physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive toward Dr. Chen and these children. And we're hoping that this is going to be the first step in resolving this. And it's just a horrible set of circumstances for everybody.
In response, Yu's attorney says she was using the Drano to bait ants, not poison her husband, and that he set her up. The Orange County District Attorney writing, "Our home should be where we feel the safest." Yet, a licensed medical professional capitalized on her husband's daily rituals to torment her husband. Since filing the temporary restraining order, Dr. Chen's attorney says his client has sole legal and physical custody of the children, and that Dr. Yu has limited visitation over the weekend.
We're going to hopefully act as an example for others to be able to be more forthcoming and to try to stop this cycle of violence and understand that there is no shame in seeking help if they're a victim of domestic violence.
And Nayela Charles joins us now from Los Angeles. So Nayela, what's next for Dr. Yu?
Gabe, the indictment requires her to self-report to California's medical board. That board will determine if she will be allowed to continue to practice. But if she's convicted on all accounts here, she could face up to almost 9 years in prison. Her arraignment right now is set for April 18th. Gabe?
And Nayela, we heard from Yu's attorney a little earlier. You spoke with him, and he says her actions have some sort of regular explanation. You touched on this, but tell us more.
Right. So Yu's attorney says her husband engineered everything to get a leg up in divorce court. On top of saying that the Drano lemonade mix was ant bait, the lawyer is disputing that Dr. Chen even drank it, saying he never went to the emergency room. Gabe?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.